Some men chase love their whole lives, they beg for it. They bleed for it. They write songs about it and still don't understand why the woman never stays. But then there's you. Or at least the man you're becoming. The man who doesn't chase. The man who waits in the corner of a velvet lounge, drink in hand, heart half shattered, half golden. And she sees him. She always sees him. Because the paradox, women don't fall in love with the loudest man in the room. They fall for the one who's already lived through the fire and didn't scream. If you think like this, if you shift the way you see her, the way you see yourself, I stop searching for love. Oh, and before you continue, I've got something special for you. A free ebook, The Female Mind Control Handbook. It reveals the hidden secrets to making any woman crave you. Grab it now. Link in the description or pinned comment. 1. The art of wanting her without needing her. This is the paradox. She wants you to want her. But the second you need her, it's over. There's something about a man who looks at her like a sunset he's seen before, still beautiful, but no longer a surprise. That kind of man doesn't fall. He lets love come to him. You don't say, I miss you. You say, I remember. You don't ask where she's been. You let her feel the space you left behind. Because here's what no one tells you. A woman falls deeper when she thinks she almost lost you. And you didn't chase. You stay mysterious. Not cold, not rude, just unattached. And in that detachment, you become a drug. The kind she tastes once and never forgets. When you're not afraid to lose her, she starts to fear losing you. When you don't rush to reply, she rereads every message. When you say less, she imagines more. When you love without losing yourself, she starts to wonder. What does he know that other men don't? The answer, you don't be the poet, worship her beauty. You recognize it, you don't chase her love. You invite it, and if she doesn't give it, you go on with your day, your life, your symphony of solitude, like a man who's lived many lifetimes and doesn't need to be saved. And that makes her want to save you. 2. Don't be the poem, be the poet. Every man wants to be adored, to be worshipped, to be written about in lipstick-stained journals and remembered in perfume. But the man women chase, he's not the poem. He's the one writing it. She becomes his muse, not his mission. He looks at her with curiosity, not obsession. And that makes her unravel. You see, women are used to being the fantasy. They're used to men folding under the weight of their hips, their perfume, their perfect little lies. But when you're the one who shapes the story, when you choose what she becomes in your world, you change the entire rhythm of the game. You start asking the questions she's never been asked. You speak like someone who's tasted madness and came back wiser. You become a mystery she's dying to solve, not a prize she already knows how to win. And in that mystery, she'll find herself doing things she swore she'd never do. Calling first, showing up unannounced, admitting feelings before she even understands them. Not because you begged for her love, but because you gave her something to become in your world. And she wants that role more than anything. Make her compete with your peace. 3. Make her compete with your peace. You want her to chase you. Here's a secret. Make her fight for something stronger than her. And that, brother, is your peace. She has to feel it. In the way you enjoy your own company, in the silence of your mornings, in the ritual of your coffee, in the fact that nothing makes you rush. You're not cold. You're unavailable to chaos because you've built something women rarely see anymore. A man who doesn't need fixing. A man who's already whole. And that makes her question her worth, not because you made her feel less, but because your stillness makes her wonder if she's ever known a man like you. She'll try to be louder than your solitude. She'll dance, text, post, perform, but nothing will shake you because you no longer crave her attention. You're in love with your peace. And if she wants you, she'll have veto come in quiet, respectful, ready. Let her feel everything in silence. 4th, let her feel everything insolence. Words are cheap. She's heard them all. What she's starving for is a man who can make her knees weak with just a look. The kind of glance that says, I've seen versions of you you haven't met yet. You don't say, I want you. Your silence says it for you at dinner, in a hallway, across a crowded room. You hold eye contact not like a boy hoping for permission but like a man who already owns the moment, and she feels it. Her breath changes. Her mind races. Her body listens because your gaze doesn't ask for anything. It demands nothing. And that's what makes it unforgettable. Women chase that energy, that unspoken pull, that gravity you bring without trying. Be the man whose eyes speak poetry, but whose lips never rush the history. Let her wait. Let her wonder. And when she finally asks what you're thinking, smile and say nothing. Let her imagination do the rest. Leave a little ghost of yourself Leave a little ghost of yourself behind. You want to know why some men are never forgotten? It's not because they gave her flowers or called every night or wrote love songs in their journal number. It's because they left something behind, a feeling, a moment, a taste. And now, no matter who touches her, she's comparing it to you. Maybe it's how you brushed her hair out of her eyes without asking. Maybe it's the way your voice dropped when you whispered her name. Maybe it's how safe she felt when you said nothing at all. It doesn't take a grand gesture, just a moment surreal, so unrehearsed, so you that she carries it with her. You become the ghost in her favorite songs, the ache in her favorite places, the man she wants again but can't find in anyone else. And you don't remind her. You don't reach out because the man who becomes a memory never has to beg to be remembered. You're not here to be liked. You're here to be remembered. Not for how loud you were, but for how silent you stayed while the world begged for your attention. Let them talk. Let her wonder. Let her chase a man who no longer chases anything but his truth. If you think like this, if you live like this, she won't just want you. She'll crave you. She'll chase you. Even if it means facing parts of herself she never wanted to see. Subscribe if you're done chasing and ready to become the kind of man women never forget. This channel is where depth meets desire, where men like you remember their power, and where fantasy becomes your reality. Comment the word velvet. If you've ever felt soft on the surface but carved in fire underneath. If your silence speaks louder than her words, then type it. Velvet. Let her feel it.